Hey there guys, Next Strike here, back again for another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the new 3DS that was just announced in Japan yesterday, as that is literally what they're calling it right now. Probably going to change that name, but that's just a theory. And this new 3DS is a tad bit bigger than the XL. It has enhanced graphical capacity, and it has amiibo functionality, and it also has another analog stick, which is like tiny. So, me personally, that just looks ridiculous. Like, I don't see how anyone could use that. It's so small, but that's just me. That's just me. And Amiibo, which, I mean, I could make a whole rant on that whole thing on its own, how they're just trying to cash in on Skylanders, and how people will, yes, they will buy those little toys and give Nintendo a crap ton of money for really no good reason. But hey, you know what? If you want to go just blow your money, then go ahead. But today, the rant that I'm going to be making is on the exclusive games to come out on this new model of the 3DS and why this is going to spill disaster. Potentially. Could work, but I highly, highly doubt it. If you guys can remember, or maybe you've heard of it, another company has done something like this before. Sega. Sega Genesis came out, and Sega Genesis was huge. Okay? Huge console. Then they came out with the 32X. And they came out with the Sega CD. And they made exclusive games for the CD, the 32X, and the combinations. And that did not go over very well at all, leading into Sega's, well, only making game aspect of Sega, because they could no longer make consoles. And it's obvious why, because that sort of thing does not work. When you come out with a console, or handheld in this case, it's not wise to make another addition to that and then say, okay, now this edition is only going to have exclusive games for it. Because really, if you look at most people, at least in the United States, and I'm sure other places too, most people don't have the money for this kind of thing, and for the people that do, they're not going to waste it on another 3DS. I mean, I've got a 3DS, and I like it. 3DS is pretty good, if you ask me, for a handheld, but I wouldn't throw down money for another 3DS. It just seems wasteful when you could use that for something else. So I just think it's a really dumb idea to come up with exclusive games, because more than likely they're not going to come out with too many exclusive games for this thing after they see how bad it's going to do. I mean, honestly. I mean, look at the Wii U. The Wii U did not, and is still not doing that great. I mean, yeah, it's expected to sell so much more with Smash Brothers, and Mario Kart 8 sold a lot of units. But that's only because of certain games. Overall, the system has done terrible. And that was a big console that a lot of Nintendo fanboys hyped up big time, or just Nintendo fans, whatever. And if you look at that and you just see how bad that did, then how bad do you think that this 3DS thing is going to do, whatever they're going to call it? It's just not going to work. I mean, the PSP Go, another great indicator, didn't work. I mean, I'm sure there's other examples I'm not thinking of, but that sort of stuff just doesn't work, people. If you come out with something, then stick to it. I mean, look, the new models thing, you know, where they come out with a new model for an existing thing, that's been around for a while. They've been doing that for the Game Boy Advance, the DS, the 3DS, the PSP, PS2, PS3, you get it. It goes on and on. They've done that for a lot of stuff, okay? And that's fine, you know, it's usually for people that have not bought the systems yet, and they're like, okay, now look, here's this, it's even better, it's got more stuff, you want to buy it? It gets people to buy it. It works. But in this case, I just don't see it working. I really don't. I really don't. And that analog stick is, I still think it's a joke, I'm sorry, but, I mean, come on, it's like a little dot on a piece of paper, like a period, like, oh, you're just gonna use a second analog stick like that? Ugh, whatever. Anyway, that's all I had on the thoughts for the new 3DS. Tell me your thoughts below, and like if you like, sub if you liked. Make sure to check out some more videos on the sides of on the screen, I guess. and I will catch you guys later.